Hello everybody and welcome to another video from Supermend Fabric Bonding Powder. Today we're going to show you how to do a repair on a woolen garment, and we mean any woolen garment. So something like a cashmere suit, jacket, office trousers, something like an expensive jumper, pullover, sweatshirt, or even a pair of tracksuit bottoms or tops. So in today's video, we're going to show you how to repair a moth hole in a sweatshirt, jumper, pullover. So let's demonstrate this to you in more detail. If it's a moth hole like this, you're going to need to take some fabric from a concealed part of the garment, like the hem, the lapel, the waistband, or indeed the side of the fabric like this. You just need a couple of slivers. So you should end up with something like this. Be very careful when you cut away a slither of fabric so that you don't go into the hemline. We're going to cut this up into fine fluff. The finer you cut it, the better the repair. So chop it up as fine as you possibly can. Now we're going to turn the garment inside out. And lay it back on the ironing board like this. As we've explained in all our Supermend videos previously, you will need to get yourself some baking parchment or greaseproof paper. This is available in any supermarket. All you need to do is cut it like this and then place a piece of it underneath your jumper like this. When you do a repair with Supermend, you need to use a linen temperature iron for all of your work, regardless of what kind of fabric you're working with. Even if you're working with chiffon and the finest silk, you must use a linen temperature iron and you must use greaseproof paper. 2 or 3 sheets is fine on a fine garment. It will not burn your clothes. So here's the fluff in my hand, and you need to cut it as fine as you possibly can. Then we're going to add just a tiny bit of Supermend fabric bonding powder. You don't need a lot, just a few granules is fine. Mix it together like this and roll it into a ball. Now we're going to put the fluff back into the hole like this and just put a tiny bit more Supermend over the top. Now, as per usual, you will always need a backing patch with Supermend to keep everything together in place. So we're just going to use a tiny little piece of a silk fabric. A lining is fine, anything like that, just a scrap of fabric. That goes over the top like that, and then you blow away your excess powder. Ensure to blow away all your granules so that the glue doesn't go anywhere where you don't want it. Then you put your baking parchment over the top like this and simply press with a hot iron. It does help with woolen garments to use the point of the iron and to just gently lift the rest of the iron up from the garment, because you don't want to kill your acrylic. Then you pat it down with your hand like that, and we're almost done. Now we're going to turn the garment through back to the front side and press it from the front. So we're just going to seal it from the top very quickly like this. Melt the powder into the garment, press your fingers just to blend it in, and then peel it back like this. And there's your repair. Now all your repairs can be washboard and dry cleaned within 2 hours. Thank you for watching our video. Hope to see you again soon.